There's no one size fits all when it comes to depression. It looks different for everyone. Depression might mean ordering a lot of cheap fast food through delivery apps and leaving multiple takeout containers around your space. It might even mean letting your anxiety prevent you from contacting those close to you, or you could be grieving the death of a loved one. Probably get dressed now. 1 second. 1 second. That's better. Depression is a serious mental illness that affects millions of people worldwide. It is characterized by persistent feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and lack of interest, or pleasure in activities that were once enjoyable. Anime has often depicted depression through the lens of its characters, offering insight into the causes and effects of this debilitating condition. So grab your tissues, because today we are going to review depression through the lens of anime. It's not all rainbows and sunshines in life. All of us have days where we feel hopeless like Shinji or powerless like Eren because of our lack of control. Yeah, that's right, I say Eren like they do in the Japanese dub. Eren, 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 Eren. I'm a firm believer that anime can teach you a lot about life. Everything from love to loss, to ambition, to demon girls. Depression is, however, one of the themes that anime really hit the nail on the head. Anime such as Naruto, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Fullmetal Alchemist, and Dragon Ball Z have all shown characters suffering from depression in their own way. Sometimes we and the anime characters that we admire feel trapped in eternal darkness, and pushing through seems impossible sometimes. Except that is for Luffy. I need whatever antidepressants he's on. I guess that would be devil fruit. If only, if only someone could just crush up devil fruit to a powder and sell it in pill-like form.
Ain't that beautiful? Looking for something exciting tonight?
What do you have in mind?
Ever heard of devil fruit? The real deal from One Piece.
No way! I love One Piece.
Yeah.
But I thought it was just a cartoon.
Cartoon, small tune. This powder will give you powers, energy, cure your depression beyond your wildest dreams. You'll be the talk of the town.
Depression is a complex mental health condition that can have a significant impact on a person's life. In anime, depression is often portrayed through the lens of experiences of characters who struggle with sadness, hopelessness, and a lack of purpose. While everyone's experience with depression is unique, including myself, there are parallels between the way in which depression is conveyed in anime and the experiences of real people dealing with depression. One parallel between dealing with depression and depicting depression in anime is the sense of isolation and disconnection that often accompany it. Depressed anime characters feel detached from the world around them, unable to connect with others or find meanings in their lives. One anime that explored this theme of depression is the series Welcome to the NHK. The story follows the life of our reclusive main character, Tatsuhiro Sato, who suffers from social anxiety and depression. Through Tatsuhiro's experiences, the series depicts the challenges of living with depression, including the impact it can have on relationships and daily life. Aside from ordering cheap takeout food and rubbing one out while watching sexy wrestling video content, Tatsuhiro drowns in thoughts of a mysterious and secret organization that could be secretly controlling his life called the NHK. The NHK is a secret organization conspiracy theory imagined by Sato that aims to turn people into hikikomoris or NEETs. Hikikomori individuals typically spend most of their time inside their rooms or houses. They often create a secure environment by blocking out external stimuli, such as closing curtains, covering windows, or using earplugs. In Japan, hikikomori refers to adolescents and young adults with severe social withdrawal who become reclusive in their parents' homes, unable to work or attend school. Although hikikomori is not exclusive to Japan, it has gained particular attention in Japanese society. Hikikomori is often associated with underlying mental health issues such as social anxiety, depression, or other psychological disorders. NEETs, on the other hand, stands for Not in Education, Employment, or Training, meaning unemployed or not enrolled in education or training. This can include those actively seeking employment, those who have given up on searching for work, or individuals who are not pursuing education or training opportunities. While NEETs and hikikomori share some similarities, particularly in terms of people who are not engaged in education, employment, or training, hikikomori specifically refers to those who have withdrawn socially and isolated themselves. And Welcome to the NHK, Tashihiro's hikikomori ways start to end somewhat when he meets Masaki Nakahara, a girl who claims to be able to cure Tashihiro of his hikikomori ways. Once a day, he and she will meet to discuss different psychological and psychoanalytic topics that almost always pertain to psychology. Masaki tries to convince Tasahiro to sign a contract with her whereby he will be obligated to listen to her as she tries to ease him out of his hikikomori lifestyle. In addition, he bonds with Kaoru Yamazaki, the noisy otaku neighbor who plays idol music all the time and is actually a game developer. The emphasis of the power of friendship is a very old and apparent trope in anime, most commonly displayed in shonen anime. The focus on friendship has brought us many unbreakable duos like Gon and Killua, and taught us viewers when in doubt, you can always turn to your friends. Or if you like Naruto in his younger days when he had 0 friends, just stay self-motivated long enough to reach your dreams and prove everyone wrong. Somehow it seems that anytime our anime protagonists are in some type of conflict or trouble, there are always friends right around the corner to lend them a helping hand. Those same friendships are usually tested when they are in combat and can be pushed to their very limit when battling enemies. But the protagonist can always count on their bestie or loved one or an unexpected acquaintance to show up and save them in the last minutes of getting their ass kicked. So that just goes to show that social connection is just as critical as eating your veggies. Dr. Emma Sapala of Stanford University reports that people who feel more connected to others have lower levels of anxiety and depression. Moreover, studies show that they also have higher self-esteem, greater empathy for others, are more trusting and cooperative. Others are more open to trusting and cooperating with them. In other words, social connectedness generates a positive feedback loop of social, emotional, and physical well-being. Unfortunately, the opposite is also true for those who lack social connectedness. Low levels of social connection are associated with declines in physical and psychological health, as well as higher likelihood of antisocial behavior that leads to further isolation. One anime series that showcases balancing healthy friendships and mental health is Fruit Basket. Fruit Basket is an anime series that beautifully showcases the importance of balancing healthy friendships and addressing mental health issues. The story revolves around a high school girl named Toru Honda who finds herself living in the enigmatic Soma family who are cursed by the Chinese zodiac. Through her interactions with the various members of the family, the series explores deep themes of friendship, personal growth, and mental well-being. One of the central aspects of Fruit Basket is the emphasis on forming and maintaining healthy friendships. Toru, as the protagonist, exemplifies this through her kind and compassionate nature. She becomes a source of comfort and support for the emotionally scarred members of the Soma family. By demonstrating unconditional love and acceptance, Toru helps her friends break free from the cycle of pain and isolation caused by their retrospective curses. Furthermore, Fruit Basket highlights the significance of communication and understanding fostering healthy relationships. Many characters in the series struggle with their own personal demons and emotional traumas, often leading to feelings of loneliness and despair. However, through open and honest conversations, the characters learn to trust one another and build strong bonds. This process encourages them to confront their own issues and work towards healing and personal growth. The feeling of a lack of personal growth when dealing with depression can be overwhelming and disheartening. When experiencing depression, individuals find it challenging to see progress or growth in themselves. They may feel stuck in a state of emotional numbness or a constant cycle of negative thoughts and emotions. Achieving personal goals or engaging in activities that would usually contribute to personal growth may feel daunting or even impossible. The anime series March Comes In Like a Lion masterfully explores the connection between the lack of personal growth and the deepening of depression. The story revolves around a young professional shogi player named Rei Hirayama, who battles with his own inner demons and the competitive nature of the shogi world. Through the series, Rei experiences a profound sense of stagnation and a struggle to find personal growth. He is haunted by a traumatic past and carries a heavy burden of guilt, which significantly affects his mental well-being. The anime showcases how Rei's depression is reinforced by his feelings of being trapped in a repetitive and isolating routine. He finds himself unable to break free from the cycle of playing shogi without a sense of purpose or fulfillment. The lack of progress and personal growth in his professional and personal life contributes to a deepening sense of hopelessness and despair. March Comes In Like a Lion also explores the role of human connection and support in combating the effects of depression and fostering personal growth. As Rei begins to open up to others and form meaningful relationships, particularly with the Kawamoto sisters, he gradually finds solace and the possibility of personal growth. The series underscores the importance of seeking professional help and the potential benefits of therapy in addressing depression and facilitating personal growth. Another parallel is the way in which depression can impact a person's self-esteem and sense of worth. In anime, characters with depression often struggle with feelings of low self-worth, feeling like they are not good enough or that they do not deserve happiness. The portrayal of Shinji's low self-esteem and depression in Neon Genesis Evangelion serves as a critique of societal and personal pressures, the consequence of emotional neglect, and the challenges of finding meaning in a complex and overwhelming world. By exploring these themes, the series provides a poignant and introspective examination of the human psyche and the impact of external and internal factors on one's mental health. Shinji's strained relationship with his father, Gendo Ikari, plays a significant role in his low self-worth. Gendo is emotionally distant and neglectful, which leaves Shinji feeling unloved and unwanted. Shinji's experience as an Evangelion pilot also exposed him to intense physical and emotional trauma. He constantly faces life-threatening situations and witnesses the destruction and suffering caused by the angels. A third parallel is the impact of trauma on depression. In many anime, characters with depression have experienced traumatic events in their lives, such as the loss of a loved one or childhood trauma. Similarly, people dealing with depression may have experienced trauma or significant life changes that have contributed to their own condition. In the anime serial Experiments Lain, which I spoke about in a previous video, Lain, the protagonist, goes through a complex and surreal journey that intersects with themes of depression, identity, and technology. Following the death of her classmate, Chisa Yamoda, Lain experiences a range of emotions and confronts the concept of depression in her own unique way. Lain's search for answers become an important aspect of her journey. She seeks to understand the reasons behind Chisa's death, delving into the nature of identity, consciousness, and the relationship between the physical and virtual worlds. Lain's character is depicted as introverted and withdrawn. Following Chisa's death, Lain becomes even more isolated, retreating into her inner world and using technology as a means of escape. In conclusion, comparing depression in anime to depression in real life reveals both similarities and differences in the portrayal of experiences of this mental health condition. While anime offers a creative lens to explore and depict the complexities of depression, it is essential to remember that real-life depression is multifaceted and a deeply personal experience. Anime can provide insight, empathy, and emotional resonance, but seeking professional help and support remains crucial for individuals dealing with depression in their own lives. By recognizing the parallels and understanding the unique aspects of real-life depression, we can foster a more compassionate and informed perspective, promoting open conversations and empathy surrounding mental health. And if you agree with that, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, because I just hit 300 subscribers a few weeks back, so let's keep it going. Let's keep the ball rolling.